And I have to say this information is for people whose kidneys are okay. Okay? This is important. If we start talking about people whose kidneys are not okay, I will change this advice. I'll change it completely. So please, please, please disclaimer. This information is for people whose kidneys are okay. So you have been with the doctor, they have tested you, and you know that your kidneys are fine. This information is for you. It's not for people who have kidney damage of any sort. Okay? That's different. Hello Team Phoenix and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to another short video. It's your girl Catherine Maina. Please call me Kate Mimi. I come to you as a concerned person. I am worried, and I'm worried. Number one, as a human being, as an African, and as a nurse. I'm coming to you as that person, okay? I'm worried, friends, about high blood pressure. And I want us to have a conversation. And I'll be so happy to hear your opinion in the comment section. Please, this is an open section. Whether you are a medic or not, I want us to talk, yeah? So get comfortable. I'm comfortable. Get comfortable. Let's talk. See, when I'm dealing with kidney disease, I have done a few TikTok videos about kidney disease. The two main causes of kidney disease worldwide: diabetes, high blood pressure. In the United Kingdom today, high blood pressure is not their top list. Okay? But in Africa, and even among people who look like me, Black people living in the United Kingdom and elsewhere, high blood pressure still remains a concern. That's one. Number two, did you know that the medication for blood pressure that we start Black people on is different from the ones that we start Caucasians on? And this has absolutely nothing to do with race. Don't get racist here with me. It has to do with proven clinical trials that show that Black people are actually more sensitive to salt. So we need to give them medications that will be dealing with that very problem of salt. Among my clients, my patients, I'm yet to find one patient who is on one type of blood pressure medication. They are on different ones. And I'm yet to find any new elements in the market right now, new molecules that can actually tackle the problem of blood pressure. Let's backtrack. What is high blood pressure? Or what is blood pressure to start with? It is the force with which the heart pumps the blood through the blood vessels. It sounds innocent, doesn't it? But then again, if it goes above a certain point, it can easily damage tiny blood vessels, because we don't just have big veins that we use when you come to the hospital to take blood. We also have tiny capillaries, very tiny, fine ones. They are found in your eyes, in your brain. We have the ones that actually feed the heart itself. Not the big vessels, the likes of vena cava, the aorta, no. We have others which just feed the heart itself. We have the ones that feed the extremities, like your fingertips, your toes. And we have the ones that I'm really concerned about that actually feed our kidneys. And the kidneys are interesting. They don't just have those tiny blood vessels. They also have filtration units. Think about it like tiny sieves. Filtration units, like a million of them in each kidney. So they rely on the blood pressure, constant supply of blood at a certain pressure. The kidneys are good in terms of they can adjust, but the problem is up to a certain point they also get overwhelmed. And even if they get overwhelmed, when the kidneys themselves have failed, guys, they too, you having a kidney problem can also increase your blood pressure. So the relationship between blood pressure and kidneys is actually two ways. Number one, blood pressure, high blood pressure can cause kidney damage. Kidney damage can also cause high blood pressure. Now, amongst us, people are living with high blood pressure without ever knowing. And the thing is, with high blood pressure, you will never know because it is silent. And most Africans, let us just talk the truth. This is a safe space. We do not respond to medical conditions unless they hurt. We only ask for medical interventions if you are in pain. Blood pressure will never hurt you. Okay? You're not feeling any pain unless you get headaches, for which we are very good at treating ourselves. Honest to God, we have a type of medication. Can you tell me, if you're from Africa, any part of Africa, do you have a specific tablet that solves everything? In my country, it's Piriton. It has a name in my local language, which is weird because Piriton, for God's sake, is not even a painkiller. Yeah, it's not an analgesic. And you also have aspirin. People use aspirin for everything. Yeah, aspirin for everything. As long as you've taken aspirin and you've taken Piriton, you're good to go, which is ridiculous. If you ask me, it is ridiculous even from a scientific point of view, and pretty ignorant, but that is what people do back home. If not that, it is herbal remedies. I don't have a problem with herbal remedies, but I want to draw your attention to one thing about herbal remedies. Most of them are very high in salt content. Okay? And the blood pressure will rise the more salt you have in your body. And you will never know until you go and have your blood pressure taken. So what am I doing with this video? I'm trying to alert you people and myself and my family and everyone I love that blood pressure is a major concern amongst our community. And the only way we can know how our blood pressure is doing is actually by measuring it. Yeah? There's a blood pressure machine that you can have just to take your blood pressure. Don't obsess over it. What am I trying to say? Look, before we diagnose you officially with high blood pressure, we have to take the readings a number of times. And do you know the best way to actually know you have high blood pressure, guys? It's for you to do your own reading at home. Imagine. Now I'm asking myself, how many people know that? Amongst black people, how many of you know that you can actually buy your own blood pressure machine and keep it at home? How many of you know that you can take blood pressure in the morning? After you've woken up, because in the morning the blood pressure tends to be a little bit lower, but as the day progresses your blood pressure increases. But then again, if you get any reading that is like 130 or 120 and above, the top one, because blood pressure will always be in two forms. There's a top one and there's a bottom one. The top one, we call it a systolic one, the bottom one diastolic, but I don't want you to get so gung-ho on those terms. Just think of the top one and the bottom one. So if the top one is above 120, or let's go for 130 because we say 120 to 139. So if it is 130 and above, the top one, 130 and above, and if the below one is something like 89 and above, what about checking it the next day? Have a pen and paper, guys. We are educated, isn't it? Record your blood pressure readings. Then talk to your GP. Talk to your doctor. Talk to your clinical officer. Talk to a nurse. It's important. I don't know how I can emphasize this, but I'm hoping to God that you will take this seriously. All the knowledge that you have. Can you imagine? You're a professional. You're millennials, most of you. You know your mom, you know your dad. They took you to school. You know these things. I'm just equipping you with a little bit more medical knowledge today for you to take control of blood pressure, because, man, it's messing people's kidneys. And it's doing so with reckless abandon. And On top of that, our genetic makeup makes it quite hard for us to even get kidneys. And the other thing, we do not donate. Yani, everything is working against us as far as chronic kidney disease goes. So it is up to us to know these things and do something about it. Yeah? The other thing that I have to address, I don't know, but we don't exercise. Aki, I said this is a safe space, and me, I'm gonna call things out. Let me just call it out. It's starting with myself, yeah? We don't exercise. Exercise is seen as being, what can I say? As if it is something bourgeois, something that only rich people do. Something that, yeah? Ati ameenda gym. He's That's how we react, especially back home. I have to be honest. Why is that person going to the gym? Oh my gosh, she's going to the gym. Oh, that's so funny. I wish we knew the most accessible form of exercise is actually walking. I call walking an underrated method of exercise. You know, when you think about having fun, and this is for men, actually, African men, my uncles, aunties, and my potential boyfriends, let me ask you, when you think about fun or having fun, what comes to your mind? And I'll tell you, I'll answer. Hey, for people from my community, yes, fun is going out on a Friday, imbibing on alcohol, while eating nyama choma and dancing to Mugithi. Okay, Mugithi is a form of dance or music from my community. And if we were to do random sampling of men who frequent these joints, most of them have abdominal obesity. Okay, kitambi, yeah, a tummy, a good one. We call it, when I was growing up, people who had beer bellies, we were saying that they are rich. That is a sign of wealth. And man, we like being wealthy. When you've grown up with oppression, excuse me, the only thing you're thinking about is how to get out of that oppression. So if having a beer belly is one way to show that you're not oppressed, hello, welcome beer belly. I want us to unlearn these things. I want you to know that you can have fun without having too much salt in the meat, too much alcohol. All these things are contributing to abdominal obesity. Abdominal obesity is fat in your belly. Fat in your belly, it's not just innocent. I used to think so, honest to God. I used to think fat is innocent until around last year. I know, I am old. Until around last year when I realized fat is not innocent. It's actually producing hormones. It is producing chemicals. It is producing... Those fat cells are not innocent, and they are lining your abdominal organs. They are lining your gut. They are lining your intestines. The next thing you'll start telling us is constipation that is not disappearing. You're going to tell us that you're getting full very easily. You're getting regurgitation. That is, you eat but you're feeling like food is always coming back to the mouth. The next thing is they will tell you have a fatty liver syndrome. They will tell you, oh, you are, yeah, your liver is quite enlarged. Guys, there's so much that we have to be aware of as far as our own health goes. Let us adopt other ways of having fun. I'm not against having fun. No, I love Mugithi. I love going, to such joints when I'm home. But let's be easy on them. Look, in Kenya, for example, we have a very huge park. One of my best ones, that is called Karura Forest. It's a forest that is easily accessible to most people who live in Nairobi. You need to go there. Just go for a walk. You don't need to go and cycle. Just walk. If you can't do anything, ladies and gentlemen, walk, please. But then again, I have to caution you, wear proper shoes. I've been walking a lot lately because, as you can see, a girl Toto has gained weight. Hey, a girl Toto has been stress eating. Hey, my friends. But anyway, I've noticed that if you walk with the wrong type of shoes, you can easily hurt your lower back and you can hurt your feet as well. So just wear proper shoes. I will not go into any details about which shoes or whatnot. If you don't have, just wear regular sneakers, yeah? Just walk. How long should you walk? Every week. And I want you to be honest with yourself for your own health's sake. Every week, clock 150 minutes. Time it with your phone. Time it with your watch, whatever you want to do. Just ensure that per week, Sunday to Sunday, you've clocked 150 minutes of walking. Okay? If it is not walking, it is running. If it is not running, it is swimming. For you, the other generation who are able to afford other kind of sports, please take up golf, take up tennis, take up badminton, take up a sport that will allow you to move, a sport that engages your body, a sport that makes you sweat a little bit, a sport that increases your heart rate. These are measures to actually sort out your blood pressure. It is going to lower your blood pressure a little bit. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, our diet. Hey, my friends, our food. The African diet, and I have to be very sincere here. I said safe space, yeah? The African diet is 80% starch. I don't have a problem with starch. I just have a problem with how we portion it. We have these plates. Let me make an illustration. Don't ask me what is here. These are biscuits. Hey, they are not mine. You put a lot of food. A lot of food here. And you don't care. As long as your tummy is full, you're not even asking yourself what is the content of your food. I want you to know that fruits and vegetables actually contribute to lowering your blood pressure. But it also matters. How much salt are you putting in these fruits and vegetables? In Africa, we are blessed. We have a lot of spices like ginger, turmeric. You will notice that if you cook your food with these fresh or powdered or whatever spices, you actually end up needing very little amount of salt. So reduce the amount of salt, especially raw salt that you're adding at the table. Just reduce it. Finally, and most importantly, please, if you have been diagnosed with high blood pressure, manze, use the medications. I know you can be able to regulate it eventually, but in this crunch moment where your blood pressure is like 160, I don't know, 200, manze. Do you know this? Someone I checked their blood pressure, it was 220 over 170. Like, come on, really, break my heart. Really? Seriously? And they were not taking medications. I panic. I'm like, oh my God, how did you even come here? If the doctors have prescribed medications, please take them. I know there are some side effects. Now, hear me very well. But it is important for you to speak out. Just like I told you, there are so many classes of medications. If medication A is not working with you, we can try medication B. But if you keep quiet and decide you will never take those medications, the next thing you're gonna come with, if it is not damaged kidneys, is a stroke. Because I told you about the tiny blood vessels in the brain. They will just pop and you'll bleed into the brain. That's a stroke. So my friends, Team Phoenix, I care so much about our community, and it is not enough for us to just treat things. It is important for us to manage them, prevent them, screen for them. And if you do that, you will really have helped me as far as delaying the progression of kidney disease goes. Because even here in the United Kingdom, we don't have enough kidneys to transplant everybody. And do you know that after transplantation, you have to live on immunosuppression medication for the rest of your life? Do you know that? You have to take medication for the rest of your life to make sure that your body does not reject that kidney. The thing is, it's important. If you have good kidneys, let's protect them. And high blood pressure is a culprit. Please, 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 my friends, Let's try and sort this out in the best way that we can. Okay, I'll do my part. I'll take care of myself. I'll lose this weight. I don't know how, but si tumesema walking, I'll start walking, yeah? Not that I'll continue working a little bit more, and I'll watch my diet a little bit more, and I'll stop stress eating, because if you did not know, stress adds cortisol in your body, and cortisol is a fight or flight hormone, which also increases your blood pressure. And I know the other thing with economic hardships that are going on, there's a lot of stress that is happening, and stress will also increase your adrenaline in the body. Stress messes you up basically, and it will make you want to eat even junk, not take care of yourself. It ruins your body. So find a way to handle stress. I don't have a formula. I'm still trying to figure myself out, okay? So let's do this together, shall we? If you feel there is something that I have said that is not in line with you, I am sorry. If you feel there is something that I have said that you resonate with, you're welcome. And please, let's talk in the comment section. I want to hear your perspective. Are you in Nigeria? What do people do there about high blood pressure? Is there something you think in your diet actually affects blood pressure among Black people, among Nigerians, for example? Are you in Ghana? Are you in Tanzania? Are you in South Africa? What's going on that you've noted that, and you're like, Panze, this thing is not adding up, and this is why you have high blood pressure? Are you in the UK, for example? What do you think, what have you seen? What can we do? Are you in America? What's different? Are you in Australia? Let me know. This is one of the videos that I will be watching out. I'll keep coming back to this video just to see what your opinion is, because just like I said, guys, I'm concerned. And until next time, ta-da!